Sidestep! Oh geez, this is my first map. This is the first map for the map pool. And wait, there's a shroud off? I'm guessing so. I'm pretty sure they're going to keep the shroud off for this game. Let's just make sure everything is fine. Yes, sure. And I'm pretty sure Andrew will agree. Awesome. Alright, good luck, have fun. Alright, nice. We have 2 games going and we have our stream running for almost an hour. But keep in mind, we just started up slow.
Battle control.
There we go. Match number 3, Weeman versus Andrew. And let's see, do we have more British players? Weeman in the sort of ore blue color right here, playing as Britain. Andrew playing as Britain again. This is the 3rd Britain matchup. So, alright, so what about this map? This map is big. It doesn't have like a billion or spots. It's sort of had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So like 8 spots if you see the minimap right here. So approximately, yeah, that gives like the players some alternatives to how to get their ore in the future. Let's see. I don't think these players has played this map before. I'm not sure. They probably have seen the map in the streams. Maybe they do have tried. They probably have looked at the map before the tournament though. I'm not sure how much experience they do have. We do see a lot of army building on this map and a lot of confrontations. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. So yeah, as I said, some ore patches to give them some alternatives. But on this map, it's real risky to expand if you don't really have a prepared army, or you know what your players are doing by exploring, basically. Then you're going to have some trouble on expanding. It's a big risk. Here is the oil derrick for the bottom right, and there is one also for the top left. Not really sure why I pulled that off. I think it was mainly just to sort of stretch the players out a little bit and just make them actually move. Oh, this engine was taken out before taking the pillbox. Not that big of a deal, but the thing is the pillbox is there just so, I don't know. So you can sort of keep that oil derrick sort of safe. It's so far away from your main base. So I thought, why the hell not? In this case though, the engineer was capturing the oil derrick first. I do that as well, but doing that allowed Andrew to actually kill the engineer. So it doesn't really have to fear any sort of like engineer shenanigans to his main base after he captured it. Andrew might actually do that himself though, right now. So Andrew is building his war factory first, and so is Weeman. No surprise there. Ooh, Weeman is finally doing a good base walk up to this ore patch right here. I really like to see that. He can just spam his ore harvesters and get a very solid economy going very early. Let's see what I... Okay, so this, oh yes. So Andrew, seeing that Weeman did not take the pillbox, he's just going to go straight in here. He's just going to get straight in here and actually kill this infantry. Take the pillbox, I guess. Why not? And then finally take the oil derrick. There's not much Weeman can do about that actually. We will send in his rangers. He might be able to actually kill the engineer. Yeah, he's going to be able to kill the engineer before he takes the oil derrick at least. So, but that pillbox. Oh, that was so close! I was going to say that pillbox might actually just kill the oil derrick in the long run, right? But okay, so this is going to be the status quo. We're not going to see anything more happen to this area right now. So that was kind of interesting early action right there. Okay, so wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 ore harvesters for Weeman. I really like it. As opposed to, well, we do have 4 for Andrew as well. Doesn't really have taken advantage of this, so will we see a 3rd refinery after his... This is a Raider Dome. Yeah, both going Raider Dome here. So after that, we probably will see maybe a service depot or a 3rd refinery. The blocking off the ore refinery with the Ranger. It's okay if you don't really... Well, you could use the Ranger for later scouting though, so... Very nice move by Andrew. What he did was he was just force holding the ore truck in the ore refinery, just killed off the light tank so it couldn't go in there. Although, even though the light tank would have might get into the ore refinery, he would still have 2 of them, so it wouldn't really matter. Just reassign the ore trucks to this one. So, yes, some light tanks producing for Andrew. That's okay, because with the Radiodrome you just can't build anything else than light tanks. You can build the artillery, but it's not really necessary on big maps such as this. There's no choice points here, if you didn't notice already. So, but Wayman's going to build some artillery force and defense, and possibly going to spam out some hinds, and Andrew is going to do the same. But the thing is, guys, building the service depot early just to get started on your main army is actually very valuable. I'm not saying it's the only thing you can do here, but it's definitely going to kill a player taking up too quickly or expanding too quickly, or yeah, just overall not really having the opportunity to I don't know, just move out to the map. So it's a really legit move by building this. I would expect Andrew to start building his medium tanks after a while. Wayman does have quite a few defense structure around. Andrew is pretty much open. I think he's just going to rely on his army for the moment. Here is his transport helicopter, and I'm pretty sure that's spies in there. Oh, if he could actually get a spy into the war factory, that's going to help him a lot in the late game, and he might actually get it. Let's look at their player's view. I'm really happy that they didn't pick a team, because now I can just press the button 0, I can just go straight and forth back like this. You can see what's going on pretty damn easily. So here's the hinds of Wayman just scouting this force moving forward. So probably that this force is not going to do very much. And also the artillery of Wayman is going to completely shut down any sort of shenanigans in the early game. But you can see the difference between the viewpoint of Wayman right here and Andrew is that Andrew has the superior are this the spies? Why didn't they kill the why didn't they attack the oh, these are the spies of what the hell? These are the spies of Wayman. I was a little confused right there. Why didn't they attack the MCV? Yeah, this attack is not going to do anything. But I was going to say that yeah, Andrew just noticed this MCV, so he knows about it. It's going to happen. At the same time, the spies of Andrew is not going to deploy right now. Oh, he sees the refuge. Why isn't he really doing anything to the spies? Is there actually spies in there though? That's the question. Because that's the question. Alright, so Wayman is going to expand. Andrew is not. Andrew is starting to produce his medium tank. Don't really have to expand early. There are quite an amount of ore, but like maybe like after you should expand like around like 8-9 minutes, because that's when the ore starts to get really thin, and you want to get your ore harvesters to move up to another position. A GPS satellite countdown has started, which means this satellite, the tech center rather, has been built. Real risky here, normally I would say, but I think for this game, Andrew does see that Wayman is has been real passive. He should also know that the expansion is up for Wayman as well. So he felt like, yeah, he can just do the tech center build right now. It's fine. Here is his medium tanks though. Where is his spies? Is this the spies? Because having the spies in the war factory will be real huge. So I would expect, let's have a look here. They both are actually building their army right now. Oh, the hinds of Wayman is not being scouted. Oh, they're going to be spotted real quick here. Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be stopped. They can sort of come in from this angle and try to take out the tech center. He doesn't know about it, but let's see though. Let's see if he spots it. Oh, service depot, tech center. Yeah, he's going to get it easy. Losing a hind, that's worth it. Losing 2, same. Ah, losing everything, almost not worth it actually. That's real nice reaction there by Andrew. Wow, and you don't want to lose the last one. Wayman. Ah, that's really hurt. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. That's really unfortunate. So yeah, so Weeman doesn't really know much about what's going on right now. But the funny thing is, he's actually doing a concave against this attacking army with a nice flank of infantry right here. So this is actually really good for Weeman here. He's going to take out this entire army of Andrew in seconds. Holy crap! Oh wow, yeah, Andrew's going to have to pull back, but not before losing his entire army. So Weeman, although losing his billion hinds, is going to actually be able to come back. Keep in mind, Weeman has been expanding. He's also considering a second expansion, it's probably up here, but there are some spotting light tanks right there. So, oh man, Andrew has been losing ground a little bit here actually. Even though he lost his zero tech center now, which, like, in retrospect, it looks like why not just kill off the the tech center while you had the chance. If he can outproduce Andrew in the later game, here's Andrew's expansion finally though. But if he can just keep outproducing and out-economying, if that's even a word, Andrew's economy, then in retrospect he's going to be just fine by losing the 5 hinds though. Although originally it's never worth it. So yeah, Andrew's going to expand here. Just a small note for future game is that a more safe expansion for taking this ore patch is just setting your MCV right here, right? So you can get your buildings in here, and yeah, just being like real safe. This one up here is sort of like open up for attacks. You can even see Weeman sort of like considering moving in here, sees the turret, but still, if he had a bigger army up here, he would take this out easily. He can even, with this army, take this out if he wants to. And Andrew does have a force here, but if he were to move quickly, he might as well take this out. Building his second war factory up here, I really like that. So he's going to be able to reinforce his army down here. These armies seem to be like for safekeeping from some source. Oh, real nice anti-air again. This anti-air is going to keep or deter Andrew from moving around this edge of the map. Maybe go around there. So sees the anti-airs. Nah, I'm not going to bother to have some air in this area. Oh, here comes some more hinds. There's no anti-air here. Currently, it might be the one that's actually building now, unless it's a nuke. No, it's probably an anti-air, just waiting to pull it off, I think. Never mind, that was actually a turret. So, yes, I think women can just go straight. If you just keep a hind in this area, just keep an eye out for reinforcements, you could just take out this expansion real quick. Real quick here. There's the ore refinery finally for Andrew. Real behind in the expansions though. So Weeman has 3 ore harvesters harvesting the old expansion, I should say, right? And here's the new one. So let's look at the production, I mean the economy tab right now, right? Weeman is leading slightly, but as you can see, is I'm thinking that he's going to be. Oh, look at the kill death ratio for Weeman. Weeman has been doing great. But yeah, it should be way ahead actually in economy. Oh wow, Weeman, despite losing his bunch of hinds, he's been doing very well, especially because he's taking out the army of Andrew down to the south position here. So Weeman is looking stronger and stronger and stronger here for each minute played. Keep in mind, I should maybe just find the time to say this. Andrew is a Tiberium Dawn player. He's not a Red Alert player. He is joining this tournament because he really wants to learn Red Alert. Not so much as really trying to contest for the first spot and taking the win. But he's trying to learn Red Alert, and what better way of learning Red Alert, or OpenRA rather, than to play a competitive match with a freaking prize pool, huh? That's going to try to make you play the best. Look at the base building here for Weeman. He's slowly starting to look real dangerous on his side. He's even base pushing now, cutting off the positions between the main base and expansion of Andrew. So this is going to put heavy pressure on Andrew. Andrew doesn't really have artillery. Neither does Weeman though, but you know, Weeman does not really have to attack into Weeman. Oh, Weeman doesn't really have to attack into Andrew rather, but Andrew's just going to be further and further pressured. And he's not even aware, is he? He's always sees the anti-air though. It's like, what the hell is going on? If he does see that, it's not that easy to see on the minimap though. Oh. Oh. Here's the phase transport. Let's have a look at Weeman's base. Weeman's base is pretty damn secure. He does have hinds everywhere. Even some camo pillboxes. So this phase tank is going to have to find a real nice position and be quick in order to do some damage. Don't really see that happening, unfortunately, for him. Here comes the attack from Weeman. This looks unstoppable. Even this small group of rifles just going to completely shut off reinforcements here. So Andrew's going to have to pull back his MCV. Not really going to do that. It looks like. Oh man. Yeah, Weeman. He is doing this. He's going to take this game hard, I think, from now on. Yeah, this artillery is going to be taken out, and possibly all the hinds are just going to aim up into the area. Oh, okay, why not? You know what? I'm not too worried about all these hinds loss. Andrew lost his only expansions right now. Even Weeman with a huge flank on the south side. Look at this. Look at this World War II scenario right here. This There's so much thing happening right now. Andrew's trying to sort of like fend off the northern attack, but at the same time the southern attack is coming. And this might just be because while Andrew was taking up, and he did have some map control, but Weeman was at the same time just expanding and building his army. That's sort of the main story here. It looks like Weeman's going to get his first point into this league right now. Well, yeah, he's definitely going to get his point right now. So, wow, yeah. Really interesting. What's going on here? Not too much. Oh, I think that was Tanya taking out the last expansion of Weeman in the last minute of this game. So sort of like a constellation attack there for Andrew. But yeah, look at this army, man. GG, says Andrew. GG. And the point goes to Weeman. Wow, that was intense. Ah, shit. Alright. GG, these players has disconnected. That was an intense game. Let's quickly go into the stat tab just to make sure we don't miss the info here. Death count. Oh, you know what? I might have actually written down the death count for 5S's earlier. I'm going to find out later anyway, because I do have the VOD for the stream. So if I do a mistake here, I'll quickly fix that later. So anyway, kill count 76,010. Let's open up the tab. Let's multitask a little bit, although multitasking is pretty hard. Ba-ba-bum, bum-bum, bum-bum. And winner is Weeman. And he played his host point. So there he goes, host point. And not Q, but rather 1. And yeah, Weeman is definitely in this. He and 5S's might have some interesting going on. Andrew, unfortunately, has not taken a point yet, but he has been playing, let's say, playing against 5S's as the host. He picked the interior map, the interior host map, and now lost against Weeman, unfortunately. But as was, let's just talk a little bit about the players, I feel, because I didn't get the chance to do that while we're setting up our next. There we go. While we set up our next match here, match number 4, which will be B versus C. 5S's as host. Let's just write 5A versus Andrew, this time playing as guest. So 5S is going to host another game. Keep in mind, 5S he hosted the interior halls. So let's see what he wants to do this time. And while we wait for our players, let's have a look at the information I do have. I did ask them a couple of questions in the private messages in Sleipner. Andrew has been playing OpenRA for a little over a year. So, but he's mainly been playing Tiberium Dawn, and he's pretty damn. Oh, excuse me, 5S is asking about the map pool. What is the map pool? I could, let me link the main thread to you. It's in there. 1 sec. Yeah, for any players currently listening, Andrew or Weeman, yes, you have to look at the main thread to look at the map pool. And obviously I am the one who actually has the map pool in here, like all of them. So that's sort of like, you really got to go into the main thread to see the map pool. I really didn't think about that beforehand, but hey, I think we're fine. Let's see, registration thread for the Alpha League, main thread. Yes, there we go. Let's just link it to Weeman. Is Weeman in IRC as well? I should just link it to everyone. He's not here. But yeah, Weeman, if you're listening, just go straight into the registration thread, and the main thread link is in there as well. Just click on that because the main thread is sort of like buried down the forum, and you will find the map pool in the rules. So let's say 5S has probably found the main thread before I could link it because I'm so scared. There's 5Aces, sending message to 5Aces. Bam. Is Andrew in here as well? Nope. We can just send him the link on IRC just because we can. There we go. And yes. Yes. All right, so 5S is just going to look at the map pool, figure out what map, and as I said, Warwind. It's going to be Warwind, guys. Warwind. It's this map right there. And Crates Off and Shroud Off. I'm guessing Shroud Off because Andrew hasn't been playing this map. I'm just doing it as a point to ask because in Andrew hasn't played though. Is there oil on this? Okay, so Andrew doesn't really know the map. Right, well the thing is 5Aces knows the map. Okay, so just for your information, Andrew does you're new to the map. Whatever. Okay, so I guess fuck, I'm so indecisive. The map is... You don't know the map. Never mind. I'm so fucking slow. Alright, we do have the map going on here. But Andrew will scout a little bit. So the map isn't that complicated, it's really straightforward. This is the one of the smaller maps, funny enough, in this tournament. Called Warwind, and it does have some ore patches to the bottom, like sort of like semi close to each other, which could create some really early confrontations here. And the sort of like bigger ore patch to the north does have some gems, but there's just regular ore mines here as well. Ooh, dogs! I really like this by Andrew. Andrew doesn't know the map, so yeah, why not just build a couple of dogs just scouting around, right? So yes. Andrew is starting up as Ukraine, and finally we're going to have to see another sort of matchup here: Ukraine versus Germany. These two factions are the most popular in Red Alert at the moment, with the current release, of course. So we're going to have a classical Ukraine versus Germany matchup here. Really happy about that. Yeah, I probably didn't finish the player information on Andrew. Andrew has been playing for years, playing Tiberium Dawn. He is currently considering putting up a league for Tiberium Dawn as well. So that would be real swell if you could get that going. I would really be happy to see the leagues sort of developing for our community. And let's just pull up that information tab again real quick. While the game is sort of still going on. He lives in Montana. And yeah, a really good Tiberium Dawn player. He's been playing a lot with the AOA General, who is sort of regarded as one of the best, or perhaps the best, Tiberium Dawn players ever conceived for OpenRA. So he's been learning the game pretty well, and is a ferocious Tavern player in that regard. Light tank for 5Ss, going for a War Factory first, and I guess... Oh, did he just... 5Ss just skip the barracks and went straight for War Factory. That's really interesting. But with their barracks, it's going to try to block the refinery. And that's really good, because... but luckily for Andrew, he actually just placed his auto right there, and that's really important. Really needs a rocket infantry, just to make sure that this is killed off real fast. Because the second that he's... Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Going to move out of the way and hopefully hold position. Really nice. So at least he get to unload off some little ore. Okay, now it's safe enough to move out. Also, the second ore refinery is really nice defense there by Andrew. I really appreciate that. And you can see that there are actually possibilities of defending against the light tank rush, as you saw Andrew did right there, even without a rocket soldier, mind you. Just a flamethrower trying to keep attacking that real quick light tank. There's the service depot from 5Ss. He's going to start to produce either straight into medium tanks right away, but possibly also an MCV first. Let's look at the bar. It's moving a little slow to be a medium tank. Let's have a look at the production tab. It's actually a harvester. Okay, so he's not going to make use of that service depot just yet. Oh yes. Now 5Ss has his 5 ore trucks. He's going to make sure he's producing. So that's why he built his second barracks. Might just see more barracksers. Might see more barracksers. I feel like I'm like Gollum right now. Barracks. Later in the game. Here's the flamethrower. It's going to go into the APC. Oh, if it goes north, it's going to go south. That's fine as well. But he is going to give himself the opportunity to put a dent into either 5S's economy, possibly the War Factory. Oh, this is going to be really interesting. 5Ss, on the other hand, is building his army. This is why you want the service depot real quick, because when you have your medium tank, see, this is just not going to stop. Even the second War Factory now. 5Ss, by doing this, depending on what's going to happen with this APC, is sort of like ensuring his way into the mid and late game here. He's going to take complete map dominance, and even like what the one Tesla coil is not going to do. If 5Ss move into his base right now, that's going to be game over. And I'm pretty sure that's going to happen now. Let's try to follow two situations at once. Here comes the attack and the APC at the same time. I think, yeah, Andrews now sees the army. At the same time he's attacking the War Factory, but 5Ss has 2 of them, so it's not going to matter. Oh, he just sells it off. Try to kill a lot of this flamethrower. That's pretty good. Here comes the attack by 5Ss. So, oh, the Tesla coil is not being attacked by 5Ss. That's actually a little mistake. You just kill it right away. Yeah. I think, well, Andrew can streamline infantry, and does he have his... No, he doesn't have more defense structures. So it looks to me like yeah, 5Ss is just going to roll in here. And yeah, look at this streamlining of units. He can even have 2 medium tanks idling in his base. He's just going to move in, and yeah, just doing way too much damage here. Even see, Andrew is expanding as well. He did the attack, killed off a War Factory, but it didn't really matter. 5Ss just went straight to attack mode, and on these kind of maps, that's really powerful. You can't really stop an army attacking you in the early or mid game on these kind of maps. So 5Ss has the experience on this kind of format, that's for sure. Yeah, and he looks to take his third game, guys. Not really surprising at all. I think everyone was sort of like thinking him as the favorite, and with good justice. So here comes even the MCV of 5Ss. His first MCV is just going to go in and just sort of like put the nail in the coffin with a refinery. GG from Andrew. Real good play though. I really like the early APC. I think it just came a little bit too late though. If that would come early and actually take out the first War Factory, even the service depot or perhaps even the Aura Finery, then that would be game-changing. That's for damn sure. That was a real quick game though. 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Real nice, sweet, short game. Let's go quickly in here and note ourselves the skills. And I'm just repeating this, that the look at the difference here. That the skill points will in all likelihood never matter in this league. It's just for like a last attempt to sort of break ties in this tournament. So let's switch over to our spreadsheet here. Bam! I'm going to eventually have like a nicer sort of like graphics sort of like interface or something like that. But for the moment, we just want to see if this league works. So let's see, 18,040. Winner is 5 aces. 5 aces is putting on the pressure. That actually means, if I'm correct, that Wayman is going to have to win his next 2 matches. Yes, host points, yeah. And Wayman is going to win his 2 next matches, and 5 aces is going to have to lose his ones, which will be against... it's not really that easy to see who played against who, because there's just letters here. But we're going to figure out eventually. I'm thinking like 5 aces has to lose his last game, and Wayman has to win his 2 first to sort of compete for the first position. Wayman looks to be in the 3rd position, but can turn around if Wayman loses his next 2 games. So so Andrew is sort of playing for his 2nd and 3rd, and Wayman is sort of like completely open. He can be placed in either because he still has 2 more matches, and 5 aces still has 1 match. Blah, blah, blah. Let's just get into the game. It's a little bit complicated right now, but keep in mind I'm trying to keep score of everything. Yes. So with that said, let's go into match number 3, which will be C versus B, which is Wayman as the host player versus 5 aces as a guest player. Ooh-hoo-hoo. I'm going to be interested to see this one. For shall multiplayer create